Happy doodaloo! I was going to say cock-a-doodle-doo, but I don't like cock. So I said, happy doodaloo! Hey, okay, Marge. Clown. Wise clown. Boy, do I got some wise stuff to talk about today. I gotta sit up straight. This is important. Alright. Should've wore a bow tie. Alright, here we go. Important stuff. I got to watch a little video. One of my tarots, House of Oshun, she, oh, whatever, is, she's a freaking top-notch unicorn. But damn her gypsy wisdom. Anyway, she reminded me of something this morning that was pretty cool. You know, there's, I mentioned trolls in the last couple of videos, and they're just basically low-vibing people that want to bring people down to their level because they feel bad and don't like it when other people are happy. And frankly, I'm qualified to make that definition because I used to be one, and that just came to me. So, you know, making comments, you know, and I don't really like to talk much about political things, like 3D, like stuff like that. I mean, I do like to share things, important matters, so these are important matters. I share what I find to be important matters. That's all. So things that I find to be important is, with all the stuff that's happening with authenticity, the fact remains is we are all different shades of the same spectrum. We're all different shades of the same color wheel. We're all people. And if you've been allowed to see differently because you've believed other people outside of yourself, whether even if it's your parents, shame on you. Shame on ya. It's your own fault. You have your own discernment. You are your own person. You are your own light. Which will help me transition to my next part. For the science/spiritual, it's all connected. Science is spirituality as far as I'm concerned. It's just spirituality doesn't have the big fancy definition. It's just more heartfelt, and it's just more, that's how it is. And science is like the other side of that. Just like the left and right brain, science is like proofs in the pudding. Spirituality is all just eat the pudding and enjoy it. So, as earthlings on this planet, human beings, Homo sapiens, we're no different than cells in our body. And how cells have molecules, nucleus, nuclei, and all of those parts, people have mom, dads, kids, that same working organism. And when something's out of balance, the whole system breaks down. And that's when you get cancers. One thing that the United States, it's to have come from such a place deeply rooted in rituals and spirituality and being at one with the earth, because we are part of the earth. Right now we're the cancer, by the way, of the earth. Congratulations. If you live in a freaking 3D world, you are the cancer that is killing the rest of us. Shame on you for that. So, what happens is, there's a part of the organism that gets infected. There's a part of the system that gets infected. And for whatever. Oh, before I get onto that, I want to talk about, finish my previous thought. I gotta focus. Which was based in so much tradition and ritual and things like that. And then other people came over and thought their ideas were better and killed 8 million Native Americans and did all these terrible things, which is not the point of this video. My point is to enhance your spiritual being, we need rituals. I'm not talking about freaking fucking drinking blood by goats and all that stupid stuff. Come on now, fucking level up, people. I don't have time for that crap. I'm talking about, I mean, other cultures do it. Bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras. I'm my nieces are Latina. I'm trying to learn. I don't know it, so whatever. I say whatever too. You just say it with a better flair. With more you. I say it me. Anyway, rituals, yeah, of being a part of a greater whole. So, you know, over here, what do? I mean, it's like, you got parents that freaking enable the crap out of their kids. Their freaking ritual is, here are the keys to your car when they're 16. That's your ritual. You know, let me do your laundry till you're 22 and in college still, and I'll, you know, pay all your bills until you're 25. Or it's, you're on your own, kid. Or it's, I'm sorry, I can't help you because I can't afford to live myself. So ritual is without, there has been very little place in, or frickin' what? Hanging out with your homies, drinking beer on Sunday, watching football all day? If that's ritual, no wonder we're fucked. So, bringing back rituals, you know, I had to bring in my feathers, because I've always been like that. I've always had little, you know, build little things for, I don't know, what are they? They're freaking altars, they're shrines, they're honoring the earth. And I didn't even know I was doing this. I was just doing this. So, there are definitely, you know, deficits in the ritual area. And when people feel like they're part of the organism and a functioning member, and I'm not talking about freaking paying taxes and getting jobs and being a productive member of society, because I don't like them. Those productive members. I really struggle with them. Because they're impeding my progress in the world of spirituality. So, which brings me into my next and final point. When people do not feel a part of, it creates vibrations, emotions in them, which are certain vibrations. These vibrations are very, 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 very unsettling. Not feeling like you're a part of something is the worst feeling I've ever felt in this world. And I felt it over and over and over again. So, 11:11. I'm doing that because my back hurts. 11:11. Come on. Ritual is preventive maintenance. I wrote that note. It's like getting oil changes for your car. Whether it's, I mean, some people, I mean, some people have their rituals, they just don't know their rituals. But if you include other people in your rituals, that's the point. People have their own, you know, if you expand that. But it is important to have your own rituals, too, because you got to get centered first. You know, drinking your Sunday, I don't know, do people read the newspaper anymore? I have a ritual that I used to like to do on Saturday mornings when I had more. Anyway, I would get up, make my coffee, pretty much do what I'm doing now. Only I would sit back and go through iTunes, Toonie Tunes, and listen to new music. I would just kind of go through and see where the music world led me and buy music. And because I love music, oh my god. So that's a ritual that I would do. And then when you get yourself in a nice centered place, when you feel good, you want to go out and help other people feel good. It's just that perpetual motion of machine of love. People have been trying to make that perpetual motion machine for years. The energy that never stops giving. And it's existed all along. It's love. So, like getting oil changes. Even though I do know a lot of people that do not even bother checking their oil anymore. They just rely on the sticker. I can tell when an oil change needs to be done just by listening to it idle. I can listen to a car idle through a video on the phone and still hear it. Tell people, you need an oil change, I can hear it. Anyway, so yeah, when it's taking time. People don't take time because they're getting so caught up in the stupid stuff that people tell them to believe that is like all plastic and 3D and stuff. All right, my focus is fading. I'm losing my thoughts, so I've really got to dial in here and wrap this up. So when people don't feel part of a greater whole, they kind of spin out and fragment and go low. They go deep down. And that's when the insanity comes. Well, partially. A lot of people know that who they are and what they are at birth. You know, I see it a lot. I've said it myself. Born awake. More people are waking up. This ascension thing. More people are waking up. The insanity comes. This is what I really meant to say it in relation to, is when you deny that calling. When you deny that you have a purpose and need to live in that truth of that purpose, that's when the insanity comes. I got to watch a video this morning about what shaman sees in mental hospital. I mean, there's lots of them. It wasn't the only one I've seen, and I've said this before. Everything I've said before. Everything that's been said is said before. The United States freaking treats their differently mentally abled freaking like shit. They just dose them up so they don't got to deal with them, but really, there are a lot of people that are in hospitals and stuff like that. They're just freaking empaths, heyokas, energetic sensitives. Aspies, wispies, wospies. That people don't know how to interpret, so they just put them there and dose them up. So, why are you rambling on about all of this stuff? Because it's important. We're the cancer on this earth and we're killing it. 15,000 scientists signed a paper this last week. 15,000 from what, 100 countries? All putting on their stamp of approval by signing it, saying, I declare this to be true. My word is my honor, because for some that still is a thing. That this planet is getting to a point like this, It's like this. And it's getting to the point that once there's so much damage done to it, the momentum just goes. And that's where we're getting. And that's, to me, that's why I live, is to keep that from happening. To me, that's why I'm here. To me, that's, okay, everybody, people think what they think. What people think about me is their business, not mine. What people think about you is their business, not yours. What people think about you is totally based on their frame of reference and where they are in time and space. I choose to deflect all of that because it's important, because I can't be distracted by that stuff. I've dealt with all that stuff, all that hurt. Oh, my mama didn't hold me until I was 3 days old, which is true. Whatever, dude. I ain't no freaking victim. I am here to let people know that in spite of freaking shitty fucking circumstances, you can still rise above all that and be a bright light and show people the way. That's all I gotta say, so have a good day.